Solved problems. Accounting MCQs. Accounting multiple choice questions with answers. 1. The main sources of generally accepted accounting principles GAAP is and are A. Company law, B. Accounting standards, both A and B, D. None of these. Answer C. Both A and B. 2. What standards are used to prepare financial statements by most of the countries and companies? A. International Financial Reports Standards, International Financial Accounting Standards, International Accounting and Auditing Standards, International Risk Reporting Standards. Answer A. International Financial Reporting Standards. 3. The correct form of accounting equation is A. Assets plus liabilities is equal to equity. B. Assets minus liabilities is equal to equity. C. Assets minus receivables is equal to equity. D. Assets plus receivables is equal to equity. Answer B. Assets minus liabilities is equal to equity. 4. A company sold goods worth 5,000 on 5th June and 10,000 on 28th June. The company received the first payment on 25th June and second on 7th July. The company prepared the financial statement on 30th June. What would be the total sale on the financial statement? A. 0. B. 5,000. C. 10,000. D. 15,000. Answer D. 15,000. 5. Advance payments are recognized as A. Receivable, B. Payable, C. Bad debts, D. None of these. Answer A. Receivable. 6. What from the following is not a current asset? A. Patent rights, B. Inventory, C. Cash, D. Trade receivables. Answer A. Patent rights. 7. What from the following is not a non-current asset? A. Capital, B. Property, C. Patent rights, D. Inventory. Answer D. Inventory. 8. What from the following is not a tangible asset? Patent rights, 2. Goodwill, 3. Land. Answers. Options. A. 1 only, B. 2 only, C. 1 and 2 only, D. 1, 2 and 3. Answer C. 1 and 2 only. 9. A machine price was 1,000 and was carried through a truck. The truck's fares were 500. The engineer charged 500 for installation. The cost of the machine is A. 1,000, B. 1,500, C. 2,000, D. 2,500. Answer C. 2,000. 10. Depreciable amount is equal to A. Cost of an asset plus residual value. B. Cost of an asset minus residual value. C. Residual value minus cost of an asset. D. None of these. Answer B. Cost of an asset minus residual value. 11. The accounting process of allocation cost of intangible assets is called A. Amortization, B. Depletion, C. Going concern, D. Residual value. Answer A. Amortization. 12. The process of recording consumption of natural resources or wasting assets is called A. Amortization, B. Depletion, C. Going concern, 4. Residual value. Answer A. Depletion. 13. The concept that the enterprise will continue in a foreseeable future is known as A. Amortization, B. Depletion, C. Going concern, D. Residual value. Answer C. Going concern. 14. What from the following is not a capital expense? A. Purchase of property, B. Purchase of office equipment, C. Replacement of a vehicle, D. Repair of a vehicle. Answer D. Repair of a vehicle. 15. An item of equipment cost 300,000 and has a residual value of 50,000 at the end of its expected useful life of 4 years. What is the depreciable amount? Options A. 50,000, B. 250,000, C. 300,000, D. 350,000. Answer B. 250,000. 16. The expected disposal value of the asset after deducting disposal costs at the end of its expected useful life is called A. Residual value, B. Net book value, C. Depreciation, D. Substance over form. Answer A. Residual value. 17. The figure that appears in the statement of financial position after the depreciation is known as A. Depreciation, B. Substance over form, C. Residual value, D. Net book value. Answer D. Net book value. 18. Which from the following asset is not depreciated? 1. Advances, 2. Land, 3. Machinery. And options A. I only, B. 2 only, C. 1 and 2, D. 2 and 3. Answer C. 1 and 2. 19. Depreciation is normally charged as options A. Payable, B. Receivable, C. Expense, D. Advances. Answer C. Expenses. 20. A company purchases a non-current asset in year 1 for 90,000. The depreciation charge is 15,000. What the net book value would be recorded in financial position statement or balance sheet at the end of year 2? Options A. 75,000, B. 60,000, C. 30,000, D. 15,000. Answer B. 60,000. 21. Raw materials that are remaining at the end of the reporting period are treated as A. Liabilities, B. Expenses, C. Fixed assets, D. Current assets. Answer D. Current assets. 22. The goods that have been sold to the customers are treated as dash in the financial statements. Option A. Inventories. Option B. Expenses. Option C. Income. After D. Debt. Answer V. Expenses. 23. The goods that have not been sold to the customers till the end of the reporting period are considered as options A. Inventory, B. Expenses, C. Sales, D. Purchases. Answer A. Inventories. 24. The selling price of some goods is 1500 and the cost to sell the goods is 200. What is the net realizable value NRV? Options A 1000, option B 1200, option C 1300, option D 1500. Answer C 1300. 25. The selling price of some under-processed goods is 1500. Cost to finally produce the goods is 300 and cost to sell the goods is 200. What is the net realizable value NRV? The options are 1000, option B 1200, option C 1300, option D 1500. Answer A 1000. 26. A bank overdraft is shown as an dash balance in the bank statement. A. Debit, B. Credit, C. Credit minus debit, D. None of these. Answer A. Debit. 27. Which from the following is included in the cost of purchases? A. Abnormal loss, B. Freight in, C. Rent of store, D. Administrative salaries. Answer B. Freight in. 28. Checks issued but not presented cause the bank statement balance to be dash the cash book balance greater than, B. Less than, C. Equal to, D. The two statements are irrelevant. Answer A. Greater than. the cash balance. 29. The capital of a business is 100,000 and the liabilities are 40,000. What are the total assets? A. 40,000, B. 60,000, C. 100,000, D. 140,000. Answer D. 140,000. 30. Any transaction which cannot be recorded in any book of prime entry is recorded in options A. Cash book, B. Petty cash book, C. General journal, D. Day books. Answer C. General journal. 31. The withdrawal of inventory by the owner for personal use should appear in the trading account as a deduction from options A. Sales, B. Purchases, C. Overdrafts, D. None of these. Answer B. Purchases. 32. A company had opening inventory of 200,000. Sales and purchases during the period were of 400,000 and 80,000 respectively. What is the gross profit for the period if the closing inventory was worth 100,000? Options A. 20,000, B. 120,000, C. 220,000, D. 320,000. Answer C. 220,000. 33. Which from the following costs are included in conversion costs? Options A. Carriage in, B. Carriage outwards, C. Commission of selling staff, D. Supervisor's wages. Answer D. Supervisor's wages. 34. Goods which originally cost 800 were sold for 1000. In the accounting equation, net assets will option 1 rise by 1000, B rise by 200, C fall by 1000, D fall by 200. Answer B rise by 200. 35. A debit entry usually represents A. Assets and expenses, B. Assets and income, C. Liabilities and income, D. Liabilities and expenses. Answer A. Assets and expenses. 36. Which of the following is part of the double entry system in accounting? Options A. Cash book, B. General journal, C. Sales journal, D. Trial balance. Answer A. Cash book. 37. Which of the following is a debit entry to a partner's current account? Options A. Salary, option B. Drawings, option C. Share of profit, option D. Interest on capital. Answer B. Drawings. 38. Salaries paid to partners is an option A. Appropriation of profit among partners, B. Income of the partnership firm, C. Expense to the partnership firm, D. None of these. Answer. Appropriation of profit among partners. 39. Which of the following business entity is considered as a legal person in the eye of law? Option A. Sole trader. Option B. Partnership. Option C. Company. Option D. All of the above. Answer. C. Company. 40. In which of the following book returns inwards are recorded? Option A. Sales return book. Option B. Purchase return book. Option C. Cash receipts book. Option D. Cash payments book. Answer A. Sales returns book. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel Accounts Lobby for various solved problems and lectures on accountancy.